2-0 victory over Brentford in the Premier League isn't just another 3 points for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, it's a monumental statement in the title race. This result cements an 18-game unbeaten run, and frankly, it's becoming difficult to pinpoint where the next defeat might come from. The horizon looks clear. A trip to Aston Villa awaits this weekend, a challenge we'll touch on later. But this performance was about so much more than just the scoreline. Let's break down the 5 key lessons from a display that showcased why this Arsenal team is a machine operating all cylinders. First, the goals. The standard set by the opener was simply outstanding. The interplay between Ben White and the attacking midfielder was a thing of beauty. A clever flick around the corner that evoked memories of iconic partnerships, though here it was executed with modern precision. The sequence, culminating in a perfectly floated cross, was exceptional. The finish, however, was where the true quality shone. A powerful, directed header that gave the goalkeeper no chance. Watching it, a question immediately springs to mind. Would the club's marquee striker have scored that? He'd likely get it on target, but the aerial dominance, the sheer physical presence and timing required for that specific finish is a specialty. It highlights a unique trait. We're talking about a £65 million signing who has been solid. But in those specific moments inside the 6-yard box, there's a particular prowess that is arguably unmatched. He is, without exaggeration, one of the most potent aerial threats in world football today. And he was the definitive difference maker. His overall performance was brilliant, yet it also illuminated a tactical nuance. When he drops deeper into midfield to link play, the system can occasionally lose its fluidity. The passing can become ponderous. That's an area where a teammate might offer a more natural, fluid connection. However, in those decisive penalty box situations, his instincts are razor sharp. So, the debate about the best pure finisher at the club is a real one, and performances like this add significant weight to the argument for him. Bukayo Saka, entering from the bench, added the crucial second to his steadily rising seasonal tally. Arteta's decision to rest him was proven smart not just for fitness but impact. After seeing a late chance from a teammate saved, Saka displayed the elite mentality to immediately get into another position and convert ruthlessly. Just moments late, the finish left the keeper stranded, and with goal line technology confirming it, the points were sealed. Arsenal were brilliant on multiple levels, and this becomes even more impressive when you consider the context. This was a significantly rotated side facing a robust Brentford opposition. Key defensive stalwarts were absent or playing out of position. The captain was returning from a spell out. Several attacking names on the team sheet are currently part of a rotation policy. Not necessarily the first choice starters for a hypothetical Champions League final. That's the point. There were 5 or 6 potential changes from a theoretical strongest 11. Compare this squad rotation to other title contenders. At Liverpool, the drop-off when certain irreplaceable figures are missing is stark. At Manchester City, removing their midfield linchpin creates a palpable void trio. If you extract the defensive leader from other top sides, the replacement often represents a gargantuan step down in quality and assurance. That's why certain players are forced to play every minute. The viable rotation simply isn't there. For Arsenal to bring in players who not only slot in, but actively contribute to a clean sheet is monumental. They fight for every challenge. They are aggressive without being reckless. And they maintain the system's discipline flawlessly. It is the ultimate endorsement of Arteta's coaching that he has the entire squad operating at such a synchronised high level. In the busiest part of the season, they didn't look like they were missing anyone. That is a title-winning indicator. This brings us to Ben White, who embodies this squad philosophy. He is the quintessential modern footballer, comfortable in midfield, a role he played earlier in his career, and equally adept at centre-back or right-back. He is intelligent, physically robust, and technically sound. His performance was a masterclass in versatility and composure. The link-up for the first goal was just one example. He is good enough to genuinely compete for a starting spot with a player considered one of the best in Europe in that position. And that's the level he is operating at. With injuries elsewhere, we may see even more of him on the right side of defence, which speaks volumes about Arsenal's quality in depth. He was almost a forgotten man at the season start, yet his professionalism never wavered. Many players would grow frustrated with a lack of minutes, but when called upon, he delivers performances that make him undroppable. It creates a healthy, intense competition where established starters now have to fight to regain their place. We saw it with other defenders earlier in the season. Performance is so good it sparked debates over who should be dropped. That's the environment Arteta has cultivated. Every player is hungry, and every player is ready. Ben White was a testament to that today. Absolutely brilliant and a reminder of the sheer talent available. Of course, a clean sheet requires more than just outfield control. David Raya produced a save of the highest caliber. A point-blank header that he somehow tipped onto the crossbar. It was a world-class, match-defining moment. His focus and consistency place him firmly in the conversation with the league's elite goalkeepers. His obsession with clean sheets is palpable, and it's a strong bet that he'll end the season with the Golden Glove, potentially alongside the biggest team prize of all. He was flawless against his former club. In front of him, the midfield orchestration was handled with metronomic precision by Martin Odegaard. His performance was a lesson in control, while other creative forces can sometimes attempt one flick too many or hold onto the ball a fraction too long. Odegaard was the epitome of calm assurance. He made the right decision consistently, knowing when to release the pass and when to recycle possession. He controlled the tempo, floating between the lines and linking play with a silken touch. It was a performance reminiscent of the great midfield controllers, players who may not always grab headlines with goals and assists, but are utterly indispensable in navigating tough games. He provides the foundational control that allows the team's explosive talents to flourish. Alongside him, Declan Rice was a powerhouse, driving through the Brentford midfield with purpose. His departure through injury is the one concern Arteta must treat with extreme caution. His presence is so vital that his potential absence would require a significant tactical recalibration, perhaps bringing in a more natural midfield controller to partner the existing structure. His fitness is paramount. If there was one minor constructive criticism from an otherwise dominant display, it would be aimed at the final product from the left side. For all the brilliant link-up play and involvement in the first goal, the quality of the final cross or shot was lacking at times. Set pieces and deliveries into the box failed to beat the first man on several occasions. There's a clear area for improvement there. The groundwork and intelligence are evident, but the execution in the final third needs more consistency. That said, it's a small note in a performance where Arsenal completely bullied a good Brentford side. Brentford had their spells, were aggressive and challenged Arsenal's back line. But the Gunners handled it all with a maturity and assurance that marks them as genuine champions. They look imperious. Looking ahead, Aston Villa presents a formidable challenge. They are a brilliant side, dynamic and dangerous. But based on this evidence, on this level of controlled dominance and squad depth, Arsenal have the tools to go there and secure a victory. The title race, as it stands, feels distilled to two contenders. The mentality, the quality and the structural resilience shown in this 2-0 win scream of a team ready to go the distance.